Hey everybody, welcome back. So before I forget, the load screen clarified that this is apparently the capital city of the Dolkafar, not the Lojalfar, so I had that mistaken. And it looks like there is a historical marker here. The Second Burning. It was here that the Second Burning, Losgiad, took place. In darkest night the enemy breached our defenses, and stormed these piers with fire and discord. Due to the valiant effort of our watch and mages, they were repelled and cast back into the churning waters of the strait. So when they say the enemy, is that the Tuatha or is that a more ancient foe? Be curious to know how long ago that was, and also how long this Crystal War's been going on. It seems like it's fairly recent, like maybe for like a decade or so, but not really sure. All right, so what quest are we on now? Is this the dueling one or is this something else?
Do not miss Leogriff's many marvels.
Oh, this is the contract one, I believe.
Hello, hello. For common goods, come to me. Gems and shards. Maeve Arigal. Right over there.
I have a gift for you.
Mabrin wine? Wherever did you find it? Forgive me, it's just they're devilish hard to find. You likely had no idea, but there's not a wine in the world I love more. In fact, I think I'll uncork this now and have a sip. Or two.
Hopefully it's not like, I mean, I guess it's wine, so it's gonna change his perception a little bit regardless, but hopefully it doesn't have like a decision making, like persuasion affecting him or something. While you're having the wine, why don't you take a look at this contract?
What's this now? Carasta's contract? Ought to have known she was behind this. Still, I suppose I was a bit hard on her. Here's a reasonable figure. She shouldn't turn her nose up at this. What do you say?
So high? I'm hurt.
No, don't take it like that. Oh, well, it won't ruin me. Here's a deal. She's got it for a song. How's that?
Looks like our persuasion skill is paying off. What do you know of Caresta?
A remarkable woman, there's no denying. But you be wary. Those eyes of hers make promises. Promise things she'll never give.
I will keep that in mind. Alright, I guess we'll have to return to her for the reward. Suppose we should probably just do that now because we're already close by. Then we'll be on to other things. And I suspect we'll be going to the upper city today because there's not too much more to do down here in the lower city. There's also a healer inside the officer's hall. Good to know.
The contract? You have it. Let me see. This is... I don't believe my eyes. Did he agree to this? Oh, my lovely. You have done well. This will be very profitable for me. And so it should be for you.
Happy to help.
So long.
Alright. And that's the end of that quest. Got some more gold we can spend on maybe some gear at some point or some crafting materials, and more importantly, some XP. Alright, so that seems Isle. Yeah, I think that's probably it down here. Let's go ahead and head to the upper city now. There is that duel we have to do, but
Students
is that...
of magic, masters of spells.
Yes, yes. Is that, Portrethier... Where does the duel quest take us now? Return to Wayland. Isn't he in the tavern? Okay, he's in the tavern. It's just the DLC quest is taking precedence, so... Alright, let's do that one first, and then the upper city. I know I kind of said I wouldn't do quest by location, but ended up working out that way, or at least somewhere between. Anyway, I like the little pattern up there. Seems like the loading screen's a different place, though.
Well now, how are you?
Well, you're not the only one who's been busy. I've called in every last favor in my book. Now there's only one last thing for after the duel.
If you survive. What's the last thing?
I have it all worked out. With your help, I'll be free of Rathir, free of the war, free as a lark. I need to prepare for the duel, and I can't be seen near the docks. I need you to find Jaber there and give him the name of the ship I chartered, the Maid of Fortune. That's where I escape once everyone thinks I'm dead.
Okay, yeah, I kind of got the feeling that there was something with like fake blood appearing on the sword, or I don't know. So he is trying to fake his own death and get out, which is good because it means he's probably gonna let the other guy win, and then nobody dies. So what's the plan?
The Rose of Shadows will very quickly make me seem dead to that warrior oaf. I'll be moved from a coffin to a shipping crate. From shipping crate to Maid of Fortune's hold, from there, the high seas and beyond. No Rathir, no war, not a care.
Oh, I see. So I guess the Rose of Shadows is like a poison that puts him into a death-like state, but not actually dead.
A very mild poison. Don't ask how I know or why Gelfine sells it. You appear dead for the length of a day, then you wake with a terrible headache.
Fun. So what's the plan now?
A simple thing, really. Find Jaber on the docks. Tell him the chartered ship is the Maid of Fortune. Fitting name, don't you think?
That sounds like a risky plan, though. What if you end up on the wrong
When
ship?
you're done, meet me at the dueling ground.
I guess as long as you don't end up buried in the ground, you're probably okay.
Good day to you.
Wonder where the dueling
You've
ground's
been
gonna
talking
be.
to my son. What is
Oh.
he up to? I already know about this foolish duel. There's something else, isn't there?
A twist. Who are you?
Wayland's mother, mistress of worsted traders. Not a woman to stand by and watch her son stumble out of the frying pan and into the fire.
How'd you know?
With a son like Wayland, you learn quickly. And in the end, this is all my fault. I should never have breathed a word to him about military service.
Yeah, I don't quite understand his predicament here. He's seems to just want freedom to get away from Rathir, and I can't. Is that because his mom or his parents are keeping him here? Is it because he's afraid of being drafted? I don't know. I'm torn on this one, but I feel like I lean on the side of him being able to be free and make his own choices. So I think I'm not going to tell her anything more. That's all I know, I'm afraid.
I have a right to know. I am his mother.
Not if he's an adult. He seems like an adult, so. But I do like that there's an option for this quest. That's cool. It's always better when there are options.
Feels good to have my feet on land.
Oh, that's the guy for the other quest. So there's a merchant here? Oh, we talked to her. Okay. I thought she was a little further up. Here we go.
Wayland sent you. What's the word? This is a devilish curious business, and I don't mind saying so.
Interesting that his beard is a different color than his hair. I guess one of the two has died. And who are you?
A friend, you might say. I've been called other words, but don't you mind that.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just in shadow. The Maid of Fortune.
So it's to be the Maid of Fortune, then. Aye, I know her. Well and good, then. Oh, and when you're done, return here.
Okay, I see. I guess he's going to give me my reward then, since obviously, what's his name? Wayland will be on the high seas. So you'll secure the ship?
Aye, if you'll go and second his duel. That's the bargain, ain't it? Let's do our parts.
All right, I will
Day
get to
then,
it.
Dove, and good luck with it.
Now he said meet for the duel. Where is the duel? Oh, back here. Okay. Which would be over this way.
That's so then. Well,
The captain of the watch.
Corrupt and murdered indeed. Word spreads fast. I like that the citizens update their gossip with the quest you've done. That's really cool. Uh-oh. Oh, these must be like the guy in his second. Okay, I see.
Good, you're here. Wish me luck.
Good luck. My character's frozen right now. I guess I have to just stand here and watch.
What have I done? Lyria, this is awful.
That's a duel. Although hopefully he didn't actually kill him.
How the blazes did I kill him? This was a duel to first blood. I can't stay in
Okay.
Rathir. This will get out.
I assumed it was a duel to a death, but I guess it's not. What will you do now, Dalton?
I was a hero here. All those fine dinners, the adoring girls. They'll hear of this. I'll be a monster to them now.
I guess you'll have to go elsewhere. And what of Waylon?
Dead? How is he dead? I hit him once.
Guess the poison acts fast. Oh, I can loot him. That's interesting. Is this the same? That's funny. Everybody seems to have this official letter. All right. Yeah, kind of an interesting quest. I like it. Something different. Let's go to his friend and get our reward.
No, I not believe it. Above
Walt
that.
Maze is just too expensive.
It is very expensive. I do agree. But he does have some good stuff. And I assume there's even more good stuff in the upper level.
Wayland said you were to have this when all was done. Well, all is done, so here you are.
All right. Well, I wish him luck with his headache.
Now, I've not heard from the lad, but then that was the plan, aye? Wasn't it, Captain?
Yep.
Well, Captain?
So I guess they'll, I guess he's arranged to be put in a coffin and put on that boat. I wonder like how that works. Like, do they just get buried somewhere else? All right, well, with that done, what do you guys say we head to the upper city? I can probably find my way on my own.
Move along.
No active quests, but we do have plenty of quests in our log.
Oh, so much to choose from.
Students of magic, masters of spells.
This is alchemy, right? Yeah, we've been in there. Okay. Here we go. Up the grand stair into the tower. It's kind of like a typical medievalish village at the foot of the tower. Once you get up here, I imagine it'll be quite different. It's hard to get a sense of where we really are. And lots of quests to do. So let's see, we have... Oh, a Garth, okay. Now, are we talking to him for the main quest? Obviously, but like, it's part of this, right? Well, she asked me to find Ellen Karth and reason with him. And then this is meeting with Templar Octien in the HoloLens.
Keep the peace.
But of course I'll say hi to my old friend while we're here.
Then someone else will have
Oh.
to. Damn fool.
There's a Garth.
Any luck finding the old gnome?
Not yet. What do you know of gnomes?
You know where you stand with a gnome. They're always so focused on their work or research or what have you that they've got no time for lies. Shame, they try to stay out of fights. Much as we could use their help in the war, staying neutral is about the only way they can stay safe.
I'm glad not all of them are neutral then. What do you know of Gadflow?
Gadflow is just some trumped-up fae who started hearing voices, I gather. But a crazy with an army is still a threat, sure enough.
Well, good to see you, Garth. If you stay around, I'll use your Fate Weaver duties. But looks like he's off somewhere. Silent, okay. Guess it's a foggy day. Or is that just the water? Maybe a little of both. Alright, we'll do some main quest, I suppose. You must be Ellen Karth.
What do you want? I'm beset by petitioners these days. Another advocate for this absurd plan to retake Melson Shear, I take it.
It's not absurd anymore. You need to listen to Lyria.
Look to Rathia's sister across the strait. Her battered walls, her burned gardens, her back broken from a decade of war. We take in refugees. We send them food that we can spare. We try to ease her pain. But for 10 years I stood here and watched her die slowly. And now you, a stranger, think to convince me to commit the whole of this city to saving her because our army's greatest failure has recovered some old relic.
We have to try. You think, like, he would, of all people, be empathetic since he can actually see them across the water. I like that idea, too. There's, like, these twin cities across this, I don't know if it's a river or a bay or whatever you call it. But the one is being besieged by the Tuatha. And, like, if Mel Sincere does fall, Yeah, it's only a matter of time before Lyria is next. I'm sure they can defend themselves for a while, but not forever against an immortal foe. We can save Melsenshire.
Mel Senshir stands as Rathia's eastern shield. Even now, nearly broken, she still stands. This city can do nothing for the fortress, but perhaps its people can. The wounded we have here wish to return to fight for the fortress one last time. I'll tell them to meet you at the docks, and take this as well from my own collection. May it be of use to you in the coming battle.
Well, thank you. I wonder if you only get that with the persuade option, or like what's the difference between the persuade option and just the regular one? What do you know of Edessa?
They have delved earthward where we have lifted high. They think no one watches them because they are thus sheltered. The deeper they dig, the higher we will rise.
And Edessa is my people's place, right? So I guess we live underground? Interesting. I assume we'll go there at some point. And Lund?
I am the Elund, and I speak with the voice of the Orbicant. Within this city, my word is law.
So that's the second one I've heard Orbican. Must be like a council or something. And Eland is not his name, but a title. What are your thoughts on Melsenshire?
The city of walls is lost to us, and we can afford no more troops for them. Better to muster our forces to counterattack after its fall.
I wish they updated that, depending on whether or not you'd convinced him yet. Because that's a little weird to hear that after what we just talked about. What is the Orbicant?
They rule Rathia, and they do so from behind a veil. I am their face and their voice.
Oh, interesting. That must be what the Eland does then. So are their identities not known? I'd like to know more about that. Tell me your thoughts on Rathir.
Rathia has taken in half of Mel Senshir's population as refugees from the war. Orphans fill our poorhouses. They've never seen their parents' city and never will.
I don't know
I
about
realize
that.
they long for their home, but they need to accept a painful fact. Rathia is their only home now. Mel Senshir is no more.
Yeah, very defeatist attitude there. Also, if you guys hear any like loud noise in the background, somebody's shooting off fireworks right now, so that's all that is. Tell me about the siege.
You carry with you Rathia's bravest sons and daughters. Realize that if you fail to liberate that withered wall, you will have doomed our city as well.
Then we can't fail. This will be a fun quest. And what do you think of the war?
Do not speak to me of the war. I am the voice of Rathia, not a general or a fate weaver, nor Lyria herself, who alone controls the outcome.
All right.
Go. Save our sister across the sea or die with her.
Hopefully the former. We'll do that, but yeah, that'll be our... So interesting. I guess we can go right to Melsenshire once we do that quest. But like, is there something that's going to stop us from just like continuing onward? I assume at some point there would be that you have to do both halves of the main quest first. Which I'll do anyway, but I saw another Firefly or Fairy or something. What's this place? The Temple of Lyria. There's some Fate Weavers in here too. Let's check it out inside. Okay. Oh, quite a beautiful place. I like it. I like their little cape things too. I guess they're the priests. Or the Albitra, or is that her name?
Tell me, what brings you to this sacred place? For prayer? For the weaving of your fate? Or for the orison?
What is the orison?
This is not done in the north, then. It is our way in Rathia. We perform 3 tasks of devotion to Lyria, and in exchange, earn her blessing.
Oh, I wonder if this will be a quest where you get one of those permanent fate bonuses. That would make sense. Lyria's blessing.
It is no idle turn of phrase. Though you gave of yourself to earn it, your gain will be greater than the sacrifice.
What are the tasks?
Sojourn, service, and giving. They wind from outward to inward, and from the depths of our history to this very moment.
Interesting. This could be a fun quest. Well, where do I start?
You began when you entered this temple. The first task is the sojourn. Have this. It is an amphora. With it, travel to the 3 springs blessed by Priestess Tyrin on her sojourn from the north. Fill the amphora with some of each spring. One is just outside Rathia. a second in Lower Gallifore. The third is in Snowmelt Pass.
I wonder where those are. I don't recognize the later two names. It's from the north, but I thought there wasn't an area north of here, except maybe in the DLC. But I've also heard talk that my people are from the north, I think. So I wonder if there is a way to go somewhere up there. Who is Beala Tyrin?
It was High Priestess
okay.
Tyrin who led our people from Glen Sutton. It was she who found Rathir. It was she who sheltered and guided us, who made us who we are.
What are your thoughts on fate weaving?
There is something peculiar about you. The threads are... But you know of this, don't you? Then you are the one.
Guess she's heard of me.
I had heard rumors, but never thought... Well, it is good to meet you. You have drawn Lyria's attention. May I look into your cards?
I thought that'd be like a conversation choice, but I guess not. I mean, she could, but I don't know. There's lots of fate weavers around, so maybe I'll come here when we're ready. But we're not ready quite yet. I want to finish exploring the city first. Tell me about Lyria.
It is said that our goddess is the goddess of magic. But by so being, she is goddess of the heart of things, of mystery, and the true weaver of fate.
Well, as somebody who does a lot of magic myself, I guess she's one of my appropriate goddesses then. And this temple?
This temple was founded by Beala Tyrin herself, mother and prophetess of our people.
Patron goddess is where I was trying to think of there. Alright.
When you are done, return to me.
So we'll do this quest, probably not right away. Let's get Lyria's blessing though. Let me just remind myself what that does. Twist of Fate, that's what I'm hoping this quest will give us one of. We only have a few so far. XP gain, some resistance, gold, and... Oh, this is cool. This is the House of Ballads one that gives us more damage with Fey Blades. Alright. So hopefully we can gather some more of these. I almost forgot about them. It's been a while since we've done that. But what I was actually looking for was effects. So yeah, okay, Athene is the Goddess of Wisdom. That's the one that I was born under. And then Lyria's Blessing reduces mana cost, which is pretty cool. I appreciate that. Not that we'll probably have a chance to use it. Oh, she has a cool outfit too. Little like collar thing. And a ornate looking chest over there that I will not steal. And another
Hello.
quest giver.
Welcome to our temple. I am a daughter of Lyria, one of many sons and daughters who have devoted themselves here. My station is to look after the relics sacred to our order. Sadly, many of the relics we once had are now lost.
Why were the relics lost?
When the war first came, we sent one out to every stronghold keep. This served two purposes. It brought faith and strength to our soldiers there. And if Rathir fell, some relics might still remain.
I guess that makes
We
sense.
have announced a gold reward for their return, but sadly, none have yet come back to us.
I think that happened in real life too, where like a lot of the relics that like the Catholic churches had were sent out to different places and disappeared, never made their way back, at least historically. I'll keep a watch for them.
Please do. There are at least 6 that I know of, sent to the major strongholds of the plains of Arethel. Bring any you find to me. Lyria rewards those in her favor.
Oh, I guess I already have some relics. Interesting. I want to see what they are before I hand them in, though, just because I'm curious. What do you think of Lyria?
The goddess of magic, fate, mysteries. We believe that order and chaos are how others want the world to be. But Lyria is concerned with what is, and what can truly change it. True wisdom is knowing the one and grasping the other.
What are these strongholds you speak of?
The great Alfar strongholds of Arethel are Dolve Arn, Verki, Rithen, Candrian, Dolve Whale, and Corgan Hold.
You've been to most, if not all, those, so maybe we actually have a lot of these relics. What are your thoughts on the temple?
All are welcome here to pray, to reflect and find peace. If you seek fate weaving or the Orison, you should speak with the High Priestess.
The Orison is the quest I'm on, I'm pretty sure. The High Priestess?
Priestess Saranen oversees the temple. Though her station is high, she is gracious and open to all who visit. She will weave your fate if you ask, or lead you on the sacred ritual we call the Orison. You should speak with her if you wish to know more.
Already ahead of you. And what do you think of the war?
It has left so many scars on our city, our souls, and the land beyond. Nor has it stopped taking life.
Alright,
So
so
long.
let's see. I'm going to hit enter just so we can track this quest. It is a task. Oh, I wonder which, Well, some of the tasks are still on the map, though, like the Brother Till's books. So I assume once we leave the city, we'll be able to see where they are. I wonder which ones I have so far, though.
What can I do for you?
I found some relics.
More than one! Oh, truly, Lyria's fortune shines upon you. Take this as a token of her gratitude.
So, okay, so we found 3 of the relics. 3 to go.
So long.
Hopefully it tells us which ones we've found and which ones we have to find still. I don't love that the arrow's on her, though, because that seems to mean that it's not going to be out there in the world. What is this? A bowl of glowing blue smoke or something. Okay, well. Anyway, that's enough for the, what is it? The Temple of Lyria. Let's head back into the upper city.
Move along, citizen.
Excuse me. Alright, so I see one more notice up here, and then another quest giver. And maybe a little overlook over here. Yep, still can't see much though. I wonder if we're in the part of the tower that like overhangs over the water, or like in the main tower. Or are we like just on top? It's really hard to get my bearings here or to look around. Seems we're pretty high up though. And what is this? Another historical marker. Targaryen's Respite. Osnan Targaryen was the first mage to make his lonely home upon the spire top. Though he sought to escape the bothersome lot of other Alfar, the circle of mages who gathered around this sage would go on to found the Scalia Arcana. Oh, okay. So a bit of the Scalia Arcana's history is here too. Seems like it's morning now. So, and here is a trainer. Okay. Hopefully the trainer's not the same guy who,
Fetch this, clean that. Never a moment's rest.
not the same guy who's going off to war. No, it seems to be somebody different. Okay.
At your service.
Guess this is just one of the great houses. Yep, House Wyvern. Oh, we've heard rumors of them.
Well, hello. I am the governess of Miss Wyvern Giff. It is my duty to train my charge in matters of speech and persuasion. I will confess, there are days I yearn for a more eager pupil.
What do you know of persuasion?
A topic that interests you? Would you like to learn some of the art? I am confident a small lesson would be permitted by the house.
For a fee, of course. Yeah, so again, I'll come back. I do want to do the training, but I'm not sure if this is beginner or intermediate. Probably intermediate, but I just want to make sure I'm not locking myself out of future training by doing it. So I want to unspec my current skill points first. Tell me about your charge.
I do not blame her. Were her parents more persuasive themselves, such willfulness would have been smothered long ago.
What do you think of her Thyr?
We are a people of subtle speech and hidden hands. All around us is great beauty, yes, but what does it hide? So long.
All right. Well, I assume it's not her charge who's going to war. I wonder who it is. Oh. Well, I hate to wake up. Maybe it is.
Did my parents send you? Are you some sort of new instructor?
Wow, so she's going to... Now, I hope her governess doesn't leave if I tell her to go to war. I'm a little nervous about that, but... Instructor.
You're not an instructor? I thought they might have sent another. They've had Majessa here for almost a year now. She does always get me to attend to her lessons somehow, though I'm not sure how she does it.
She's good at persuasion. Tell me of your parents.
I know what they want. They want to marry me to some snotty, spoiled son of another great house. Then I can become Maywin Wyvern Giff Fiddlestuffs.
What do you know of the Wyvern gifts?
I don't know which is worse, the snotty wyverns or the foolish fawning gifts.
What do you think of her Thyr?
I suppose it's nice enough, but then I wouldn't know. I have nothing to compare it to.
Well, unfortunately, you're about to. Although maybe this will be good for her, getting out of the house and away from her family for a bit.
What is this? Have my parents seen this? Oh, Lunala's starry smile. Yes, yes, and yes to Chloricon. Think of it. They won't like it when they hear. But what can they do? Buy me out of it? No, not this time. Thank you, stranger. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad she's excited. Hopefully she's also careful. So you're happy about the notice of duty.
Imagine, right in the thick of the war, and me with a sylvan spear, facing red-eyed howling Tuatha. And life beyond the spire.
Just be careful. Hopefully she's had good tutors in terms of combat and magic as well. Alright folks, well, I think that's it for me for today. So I'm going to take a little break. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.